In this task, I want you to do a drawing in the style of Michael Craig Martin, the artist that you found out about in your last task on the video. And to do this, you're going to need some paper to work on. You'll need a place to work, so try and get a bit of table space, even better, plenty of light, even better if there's a bit of peace and quiet. You're going to need a sharp pencil and something to draw, so an interesting object. And here's some kind of objects that Michael Craig Martin draws to give you guys some ideas. Okay, so pick out these things. And then here's a wee video of me doing a drawing, and I've sped it up for you so it's not too boring. And I'll talk you through it. So the important thing is to start very lightly with a pencil. Okay, now don't draw in full things just yet. Just mark in wee bits. So you'll notice that I'm just very, very light. You can hardly see the drawing, but I'm not joining up any lines. I'm just working out where the tops of things are, where the sides of things are, and I'm not spending too long in the one area. I'm making sure I move around the page, okay? So, keep doing that. Now, don't bother rubbing out anything you do. I'm making mistakes as I work, and then I'm correcting them as I work, and that keeps the flow going. Okay, now as you draw, it'll start making more sense. You'll start to see how things fit in relationship to other things. The space, look at the space between different parts of your object. So I'm looking at the negative space, you know, between the legs and behind the frame of the glasses in there, and the bit where your nose goes. And I'm making sure that these things are the right size. And then as I'm deciding that I've probably got it right, you'll notice that I'm starting now to lean a bit heavier in the pencil. Okay, so very important to start light and build up heavily. And still you notice that I'm not drawing, that the parts that I'm drawing are not like massive long lines. I'm doing wee sections and building them up. Okay, so remember, if you try and draw too much at the one time, you might get it wrong. Whereas if you just build up wee bits, that makes it a little bit easier for you. Remember to make sure that if you've been working in one area for a wee while, make sure you move, okay? Try not to stay put in the one area for too long. If your pencil starts to look a little bit blunt, make sure you sharpen it, because we want really nice fine lines in this drawing. As you're now building up the as I'm building up the drawing, I'm starting to get now an idea of where everything should go, and I'm quite happy that everything's in the right place. So now, just very carefully with nice thin lines, smooth lines, I'm going to draw, and now I'm going to try and draw slightly longer lines together. Okay, now you might want to practice. If you're drawing big long lines, big long curves, or big long straight lines, you're not going to use a ruler for any of this. So you might want to practice those on another piece of paper to get your control skills up. But remember, just try and keep it, don't try and work too quickly. Try and keep the lines nice and smooth and flowing. We don't want kind of feathery lines, so you don't want those lines where you stop and start and stop and start. You want nice, smooth, flowing lines. Okay, and it's really, really important that the pencil is sharp for this, because, like I say, these lines have got to be nice and tight and fine. Okay, so that's me just about finished the drawing. So, oh yeah, remember to make these look 3D. That's really important, okay? So try and show more than one side of the object as well. Like I'm showing the inside edge of the glasses. So good luck with that, and I look forward to seeing your work. Thanks.